Hey guys, so today's Monday, the start of a new week, and it's been a crazy day today. My son, RJ, his birthday's tomorrow, and he wanted to get a haircut. He's been asking me for I don't know how long, and I finally went and got it done today, but we all decided to get haircuts. You can't see mine very well, but I actually got it shaved on the sides all the way around, so it feels great. Bella too, she got her haircut, Cheyenne, and I'll have to show pictures on, I think I showed pictures on Facebook already of what they look like. But in the midst of all that, he said he wanted some new shoes for his birthday, so we went to Academy, got him some new shoes. So that left me with, what am I going to do for dinner? I have no idea. So this is random, and it's something that you do on a fly. So I don't know if y'all remember, but I had 2 of these things of chicken broth that I froze. So I'm going to pop this one in the pot because I got the other one going already. So hopefully it'll pop out. It should. There we go. So that's the chicken broth. And I'm trying to think, what else can I make with this? So remember the other day I cut potatoes as well. And I cut them in these little thin slices. Well, this is great for a soup. So I'm like, okay. And I have a couple cans of, this one is the fire roasted diced tomatoes. Got 2 of those. I got a can of black beans, a can of whole corn, and to it I'm going to add, this is my brisket that I had froze. This is 2 packages of brisket. This one's, I would say it's probably about maybe like a pound's worth. And I still have some chicken. And I know it's crazy. Let's add chicken and brisket together, but why not? I think it'll work well because they were both smoked, and I think it'll give it good flavor. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to roughly chop up 2 onions and put them in a pan and saute it. Throw it in the pot too. Saute the potatoes just a little bit and throw those in the pot with all the meat. And that's what I'm doing for dinner tonight. Just going to make a quick, easy soup. And like I said, I usually use what I have on hand. I didn't have to go to the store or anything. This is just what I had. I also had meatballs that I thought I can throw the meatballs in there with the potatoes. And I was like, well, let's do that. But I'm kind of hesitant on the meatballs just because they're Italian seasoned. But I'm pretty sure it would have came out just fine. I think I just wanted something more meaty, which would be the brisket, so that's why I decided on the brisket. So I'm going to roughly chop this, and then I'm going to throw everything else in there and show you kind of more or less what it looks like, and hopefully it will be good. All my knives are dirty, so I'm down to using one of these other ones, and I thought I sharpened it enough, but I guess I didn't. Like I said, I'm going to roughly chop, and what I mean by rough chop, I'm not going to be perfect about the size. I'm just doing quarter sizes, if that makes sense. If you know what I mean, hopefully y'all can see this. This is what I mean by quarter. So it's a half, and then I quarter it up. So it's in little quarter sizes. So when I say quarter sizes, that's what I mean. So that's 1 onion. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and use 2 onions. Got my little basket here of onions. Like I said, it's one of these nights that I'm like, oh, I don't know what to make. So I'm just going to use what I have on hand. And this knife is just not cutting very good. But I'm not using the knife for very long. I'm just going to quarter these other onion up. And that's all I'm doing to that. And of course I'm going to cry a little bit because onions make me cry. And I forgot to do the little method where maybe I should rinse them a little bit, but we'll go with that. Anywho, so I'm going to use this. Don't laugh at me for crying, guys. Do any of y'all cry when y'all cut up onions? Oh, that's really strong. Be sure you don't use your hands to wipe your eyes because you're just going to make it worse by doing that. So I'm going to see if I have a can opener because everything was dirty over the weekend, so I don't know where everything is. I'm going to go ahead and open all these cans up. Hi, who's ever on. Like I said, I'm making a quick, easy soup, putting it together. I do need to drain these, the corn and the black beans. And you don't have to use them. I'm just trying to make it a little more hearty. And, you know, it was raining today, and it's kind of one of those kind of days. And I really honestly did not want to cook today. This one's an easy one. You just pop it open. So I'm going to move the camera so you can kind of see what I'm doing over here. Let's see if I could do this without dropping y'all. There we go. Let's turn it that way. All right. So I got my pan. Turn it on. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had an okay weekend, I guess. We didn't do much. Put a little bit of butter in here, which hopefully I can find some, because there's butter everywhere over here. You don't have to use butter. You can use oil if you want. I just happen to have butter right here next to me, so that's what I'm using. Like I said, this is going to be a quick, easy one-pot meal where I'm just throwing everything in there together. Hi, Prima. I'm making a quick soup because I didn't take anything out for dinner. Everything is kind of frozen. So I got my pot with that broth going, and I'm probably going to have to add a little more water to that. But to this, I'm just going to saute these onions just a little bit. Let that cook for a minute. Like I said, to this has I don't know if y'all can see that. In this pot, there's the chicken broth that I had. And this is probably a good pound of chicken. And it's that smoked chicken I had the other day. Let me show you a piece. It's good pieces. And yes, I'm going to be crazy and mix up the meats. This is that brisket that we just froze. All of it's going in. All of it. This is great. This is why I recommend, if you make so much meat and you don't throw it away, freeze it. If you have somebody had a party and you know, you take some of the food home, freeze that meat. Freeze it, and you can save it for a rainy day like today. Like, I had nothing else to make, so I'm just kind of throwing it all together real quick. Said I'm going to add 2 cans of fire roasted tomatoes. As you can see, this one is Great Value brand. I think I just bought these at different times. This one's the Hunt's fire roasted diced tomatoes. I need to drain this stuff real quick. Let me see if I can get another colander. I have so many everywhere. Let's just drain it right there. As you can see, I'm doing this literally on the fly, guys. I didn't have anything prepared, anything to make. That corn is going in. The beans, I do like to rinse them, so I'm going to rinse out my black beans real quick. And of course, it's after the weekend, so I have dishes everywhere. If I had more beans, I would put them in. I actually had beans from the party the other day, but I think I used them for my, I used them for, I can't even remember, nachos. So there goes a can of black beans in there. Like I said, I'm just roughly sauteing this onion just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of flavor. I'm actually going to throw some garlic in there. I said, again, doing this on the fly, if you don't have these ingredients, you can make it differently. There's 2, 3, 4. I used about 4 big pieces and 3 smaller pieces of garlic. And again, this garlic was from Sam's. It's already peeled, fresh, ready to go. This is giving some good char marks, and that's going to give that soup a good flavor, guys. It really is. I need some extra water for that soup, so I'm just going to use one of these containers that I had, and I'm going to add some water. And honestly, I don't think I need to season it that much because it's got that flavor from everything else. That's a little warm right there, so. Like I said, I'm roughly just sauteing this, as you can see. This pan, I got it from my aunt. She gave it to me, and I love it. Everybody tends to use it because it's a non-stick pan. I don't even know the brand of it. It's on the handle it says safety grip. But this is an awesome pan. I wish I had a bigger one because, like y'all know, I have a huge family. So, oh yeah, this is looking good, and it has a really good smell. It smells amazing. Got my collection of trash over here. I don't know if y'all can see that. See the coloring on it? I might have to move the camera. Excuse my sounds in the background. Cheyenne, can you do that in another room? Kids just took showers, so they're trying to dry their hair and stuff. Honestly, I don't want to saute this too much, but I like where it's at right now, so let me show y'all if I can. See how it's got that good coloring? I'm just going to dump it in the pot. Dump that in there. Alright, so for my potatoes, same thing. I'm just going to saute them up a little bit. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just doing it just a little bit, just to give it that little bit of char and browning. That had a lot of water in it, so I'm going to kind of let it render out a little bit if it can. Let me show y'all what the soup looks like. Hopefully y'all can kind of see it. Let me move it over here. And then I have to move it to another. Let me get a spoon. Alright, so as you can see, there's chicken, there's some brisket, there's a little bit of corn, and I actually have more vegetables that I can throw in here. It's going to take a minute to cook because there's still these frozen pieces of chicken broth, which is okay. You want it to kind of slow cook anyways. So that's that. And I'm not doing this so it can brown completely. I just want to kind of get them a little brown if I can. Got the soup on a higher burner now, so hopefully that'll cook a little bit faster. Like I said, we got home and I had nothing prepared, nothing ready to do. So I'm just kind of doing this on the fly, using what I had. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, see, that one's got some color on it. You can use tongs or a spoon if you want to, but I'm just shaking it up a little bit just to to get them going. And I have a couple of batches that I'm going to have to cook. And then, like I said, there's a soup. It doesn't look very appealing right now because it's still kind of frozen. But we got some brisket. I sauteed a little bit of onion and some garlic in there. I said I don't want to cook these too long because they can cook in that broth. Just want to get a little bit of a char on some of these. Got some going. There we go. Hopefully they don't fly out. And these are the red and gold potatoes that I had made for the scallop potatoes. It's what I had left over, guys. Literally everything I had left over, and I'm just throwing it all in a pot to cook. Sometimes you might have ground beef and potatoes left over. Throw that in a pot with some broth or with water, and you can season it with chicken bouillon or tomato bouillon or beef bouillon and make you a soup with it. And if you have some vegetables, throw them in. It makes a good hearty meal for sure. Like I said, that's still cooking. Trying to get the camera so y'all can see it a little better, hopefully. These cooked a little bit where I'm good with them, so I'm going to dump them in the pan, in the pot. Get ready for my next batch. Just literally throwing them in. Some of these got like a little bit of brown on them, so I'm just going to break those off. That. And it's probably from just sitting, because they were sitting in water. Anytime you make potatoes and you're not going to use them, go ahead and put them in some water, and that'll help preserve them for you and make them last a little bit. Because honestly, when did I make those scallop potatoes? I can't even remember. Made them a couple days ago. That's what RJ said. I think I made it like Wednesday or Thursday last week. And today is Monday, so that's all the potatoes. That's it, guys. Just that. I know that sound is a little, it's scratchy for some people, but I'm sorry. That's just how I'm going to cook it today. But literally, that's all I'm doing today, guys. I am just making that. Let me see so y'all can.
Bye, Facebook.
So I'm going to just finish this up, and then I will get back on later and show y'all the results. But just making a quick, easy soup because I had no time to lay anything out. I had no time to prepare anything. Normally I get home after, you know, picking up the kids, and then I'll usually have an idea of what I want to make for dinner. And today, I literally, after I picked them up, we went by McDonald's. I got them a quick Happy Meal just to tie them over because I knew RJ wanted some shoes. And let me show y'all his haircut. Come here, son. Okay, come back here. So he's got like a cool little mohawk. Turn your head. Turn. Mohawk going on. So I love it. I think it looks great. So he's going to have to fix it in the morning for school. But I also, like I said, I got my hair cut too. I shaved off a little bit off the back and the sides because just wanted to try something different. But yeah, so that was our day. We went and got him some new shoes for his birthday because his birthday's tomorrow. And that's pretty much all we did. We just got home maybe about an hour ago, and I thought, okay, let me just cook a quick meal just to show y'all that it's super easy to cook a quick meal. RJ wants to show y'all his shoes. Got some new Nikes. And so yeah, that's our dinner for tonight, guys. And I hope y'all please go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, like, comment. I'm really trying to get up there to get enough followers so I can go live on there. But until then, y'all get to see me live on here. And like I said, I will show y'all a quick clip of what it looks like once it's done. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and y'all have a good night.